Okay, so I think it's safe to say that we've all been at a point in Minecraft where we've absolutely run out of space. Like, we've finished building a huge empire, maxed out all our gear, and like, we've built to the greatest extent that our world can provide. There's nowhere we could build anymore. So we look to expand the place to directions that we haven't discovered and go this way. And oh, what is this? This is a pillager outpost, as many people know, but do we really want to build in this area? You could probably just place a house there and go like, okay, I'm gonna place slabs on top of the house so they don't spawn on top, but I just light everything up, because if I build here and just destroy this, it won't stop pillagers from respawning. Minecraft currently provides us with no option to simply say, okay, I don't want them to spawn anymore, and therefore we just somehow gotta get rid of this structure. It's like, it's not just that if you've killed all the villagers once, looted everything, and destroyed everything that like belongs to the outpost, they don't stop spawning. They spawn as happily as ever. So at some point you might be very annoyed by this, and just lighting the area and everything is not enough. You can capture and live inside of this object, but we don't want this. We want to get rid of this, and I want to show you one way of doing this, which like requires a little bit of expertise, but I got this expertise, and I want to show you how you can get rid of this pillager outpost in your world. Therefore we need some special tools, but I think we'll rather do this in the browser, and I'll show you the downloading process and everything. Yeah. So now that we've arrived in the browser, we just gotta download this tool, NBTExplorer, from Softonic or wherever you can get it from. I'm gonna use this download as I know that it works. But before I want to start the whole process, I want to note that this works with any structure or other element. Maybe just for structure with you and me in this case, but this works for any structure. So we want to go to free download and don't install the Opera browser, and then go free download for PC, and then we've downloaded NBTExplorer. Just do that real quick, and it goes as a zip file, zip archive, so you might actually be able to do this without WinRAR, but I would recommend doing it with WinRAR. So yeah, once you've downloaded this, you want to go to the Fire browser, and we'll do that now. So now that we've downloaded everything, we can just go open this whole thing, close everything, and this is what the archive should look like no matter how you open it. And we want to create a new folder. I always do it like this and just call it NBTExplorer, and just copy all these files into there. So we've unpacked it. Now everything is in there, and we can delete the zip archive, but that's basically however you can open this program, you can do it. So we want to open NBTExplorer.exe and install everything that it needs. I think it needs sometimes of some kind of Microsoft stuff, but we don't care about that. And then we got the NBTExplorer, pretty neat program. And we'll just I just have one word in my safe folder, which is the one we were just currently on. But you might have other words. You can also just go open folder, and if you have the file like downloaded from a server and it's and somewhere else, you can just open it using this whole thing, but it automatically opens the saves directory, and we want to work with this. But for this to work, we need to open up Minecraft again. I will just do that really quick. So yeah, that's great. Now we want to join the world we want to edit. Like, I got it in my saves directory, so it's also playable for me, and I just join the world. And if it has loaded, if it would load now, please do that real quick, thanks. We just gonna know where this whole thing is, and just so you don't get confused, you can toggle chunk borders using F3 and G, or you can't. Yeah, you can. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Yeah, I always fail on that, but it doesn't really matter. We don't want to have a specific chunk, but we want to have an idea of where, in which chunk, and especially in which file this whole thing is located. So we go F3, and there's a lot of data at the top left now. But what's important to us is this chunk thing. So here we know 4, 8, 13, which is not really important for us. We need 4, 13, maybe. We could do it this way, or just use r.0.0.mca. This is important for us. Because if we were to open NBTExplorer now, and I will just quickly turn this down so we can see it side by side. We r.0.0.mca, and we want to open NBTExplorer and go into region where everything of our data is stored. And this is very small because I've just loaded a few chunks for this video, but you've got to find the file it says here in the region file of your, like the region directory of your world with NBTExplorer. That's basically everything you got to do. You can expand it and then see, okay, I want to go through every chunk that is near this structure and delete it manually. But what I would recommend, which is a way better approach, I want to make it a bit bigger so you can see more. You're gonna go to search, go find, and okay, maybe before we find it, we get one chunk 413 here. This is chunk 413 and R00, and then we can see structures, and it has got the Pillager Outpost. There's an ancient city below us, but we want to focus on the Pillager Outpost, and we could just delete it and it would be gone, but like there's multiple chunks that contain the Pillager Outpost element. And let's take another one that probably has it. Yeah, this is what we gotta look for: Minecraft Pillager Outpost, and we do that using find, and we gotta make sure that we're focused into the region file here, and then go find and select name and just go Pillager Outpost and go find, and it finds and it finds and it, yeah, and now it has found an entry, and we can just delete that and now go F3 to find the next. You can also see here find next is F3, and then just click this, delete it, and then do that as many times as we need to. If it switches the chunk area, because you see these are all chunks next to each other, but now that we go to the 4 whatever chunks, it needs a little bit longer, so don't get too scared about that. And you just gotta delete the Pillager Outpost on all of these chunks. It's a little bit annoying, and you can probably do it in a better way, but this is a way that works, and I want to just share my information. I'm currently just repeating this process, F3, deleting, and now it checks for all the other chunks if another outpost is there. And we could cancel here, but you should not cancel this thing. It always crashes, for me at least. We just gotta wait till finished searching. But you could just like finish the process here and not delete any other outposts if you just want to delete this one. If you like, you gotta. That's why you gotta maybe make sure that you only delete like everything around this chunk. That's like a little bit of human knowledge that can see, okay, these chunks may surround the chunk that I'm currently in, and then yeah, this is what we need. End of results in this r.0.0.mca file. There are no further outposts. That means that we did just successfully delete this outpost. And very important is that you save the file. And now we saved it. We should probably get out of here. We should have probably gotten out of there earlier, because maybe we want to reopen this whole thing. Well, we could also just try it out. And we can just check if there's an outpost. We don't care about pillagers spawning. We want to care locate structure outpost. Yeah, we see the next one is 2,000 blocks away, so this one is not recognized as an outpost. And if we kill all of the pillagers real quick, we should see that no pillagers are spawning anymore. And this way we successfully removed the outpost, and you can do that with any world. File that, like any Minecraft world. And yeah, just repeat the process. Just look at the chunk information, 415 and R00MCA, if you can see it up here, and then go into NBTExplorer, open the world. You can also, if you open it with this, just go to like wherever we I don't know if it works this way. Yeah, it works. Just open Minecraft, go saves, go here, region, and just edit this one file, but I don't think it's the right way to do this. Like, you can definitely, but you shouldn't. Yeah, so that's like the whole tutorial. Just this works for any structure, just not just in the Pillager Outpost. I could have also removed the ancient city. Like, we could do ancient, no, and then it searches for the ancient city, and we could do the same thing. I think you got the whole process. And just to show you, there's no pillager spawning. You do this again, and there's no entity found. So we've just successfully removed the structure without like having to do anything in game. That's a lot of cheating for survival players, but if you decide that this is the right way because you've maybe built a huge base over there, I can definitely understand that. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Maybe subscribe, like, do whatever you want with the video, share it. Yeah, this is not what I wanted to do. I hate this. Yeah,